Hey everyone, welcome back to day 2 from our Athens adventure. Last time we discovered the city's charming neighborhoods as well as incredible views. But today, we're diving into the main event, the Acropolis, as well as uncover great finds we found along the way. And of course, this vlog wouldn't be complete without another lesson learned. Of course, you'll have to stick around to see what that was. So let's get started. After working up an appetite, we headed to a nearby neighborhood. Ellie pegged a few places on Google Maps for us. One of them goes by the name of Lot Café Bistro, a cozy spot famous for its pies. We tried 2 different types, shared them, and can confirm they're amazing. Not only that, we highly recommended this bistro to our friend Andrea during her trip to Athens. And she too can confirm the pies are amazing. This cafe is a must visit for anyone exploring this part of the city. Once we left the Lot Café Bistro, we wandered around a little, from one shop to another, which is when we noticed that we were really close to another spot Ellie bookmarked. It's called Little Tree Books and Coffee. This place is a dream for book and coffee lovers. With its multilingual book collection and chilled out vibe, it was the perfect pit stop before heading to the Acropolis. A quick tip, which will hopefully help you, especially on a warm, sunny day, you'll for sure notice the word freddo on the coffee menu. Freddo means cold. And now you're one step ahead of us, because you'll be able to order your cold refreshing drink, no questions asked. Oh, here's the lesson we talked about earlier, and one I won't forget. Make sure to double check your tickets. While sitting at the Little Tree Book and Coffee, I had the bright idea to purchase the Acropolis tickets for quicker access to the site. I mistakenly bought the tickets for the Acropolis Museum instead of the Acropolis itself. And so when we arrived at the gate, I was so proud to show my digital ticket, only to be told it wasn't valid. And to check with the ticket office. Once there, they highlighted my mistake, which is when I bought 2 new tickets. This time for the actual Acropolis. So, honest mistake. Happens to the best of us. We've been traveling for about 15 years now, and I tried to get a leg up and go on the website from the Acropolis and book the tickets, which I ended up doing, but for the Acropolis Museum, which I thought this was an outdoor museum, and it is not, because I was told there, I was all proud, I had my phone, and they were like, oh, where's the scanner? No, it's not this one. I said, okay, well, why? I bought it online. Oh, you need to go down here. Okay, what does that mean? So I came down here, and obviously I have to buy the proper tickets because I ended up buying the tickets for the Acropolis Museum, whereas this is the Acropolis. So anyway, honest mistake, it happens to the best of us. Let's not be angry and mad about it. Just had to pay an extra 20 euros per person. Not that big of a deal. We move on. And that's it. So anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is because also working with Get Your Guide, sometimes we didn't want to pay for all of the archaeological sites. We just wanted to visit the Acropolis. And on the website itself, it didn't sell just the one ticket. It sold the group of tickets or with your guide or just a guide. And so we did it this way. So we ended up spending an extra $45 Canadian, which is quite a bit of money. So money, you know, it'll come back in some form. Maybe we can donate or give the tickets, or maybe we can get our refunds, who knows. But for now, let's go and visit the Acropolis and look at the lack of line. now here at 5 o'clock. So let's go there really quickly before these guides get in front of us. Let's go.
It was a 40 euro mistake. And no, they don't do refunds. I checked. Lesson learned. Once we got the right tickets, we explored the sprawling Acropolis. If you're booking a trip to Athens and looking for a great excursion, you might like the same tour as our friend Andrea. You'll find the link to that excursion in the video's description and in our blog. Andrea loved everything about the tour, including her knowledgeable guide, Alexa. Our first stop was the Temple of Asclepios, dedicated to the god of healing, and the Theater of Dionysus, one of the most historically significant theaters in the world, often referred to as the birthplace of drama. Located on the southern slopes of the Acropolis, it dates back to the 5th century BC and was dedicated to Dionysus, the Greek god of wine, fertility, and theater. Here was where many of the great tragedies and comedies by playwrights like Sophocles, Euripides, and Aristophanes were performed. These works laid the foundation for Western theater and storytelling. The theater could hold up to 17,000 spectators, making it one of the largest performance venues in ancient Greece. Today, the Theater of Dionysus is extensively restored to preserve its historical significance. It remains a living monument and active cultural venue. Visitors can admire its ancient marble seating and orchestra area, while experiencing modern events like Greek tragedies, music concerts, and cultural festivals such as the Athens and Epidavros Festival. Blending its rich history with contemporary artist expressions, the theater continues to celebrate the enduring legacy of the performing arts. Then we climbed up to the Parthenon and the Temple of Athena, Nike. Standing here, surrounded by such monumental history, was an unforgettable experience. Fun fact: the Parthenon was originally built as a temple to honor Athena, the city's patron goddess. The Parthenon, often regarded as a temple to Athena Parthenos, also served as Athena's treasury during the Golden Age, blending religion and politics. Its architect employed advanced techniques, like subtly curving columns and convex flooring, to create optical illusions of perfect symmetry. Once vibrantly painted in red, blue, and gold, the Parthenon has undergone multiple transformations over centuries, serving as a Christian church, a mosque, and even an ammunition depot. Tragically damaged in 1687, its legacy also includes the removal of many sculptures now housed in the British Museum, sparking ongoing debate over their return to Greece. Just in front, the Temple of Athena Nike, dedicated to Athena as the goddess of victory, was built around 424 BC. During the Peloponnesian War as a symbol of hope and Athens' military triumphs. Its wingless victory statue symbolized that victory would never leave the city. Unlike the larger Doric temples, this iconic structure is known for its slender columns and elegant design. Dismantled by the Ottomans in the 17th century for fortifications, it was meticulously reassembled in the 20th century, restoring its place as a standout monument on the Acropolis. Our plan was to stick around until sunset for some magical golden hour shots. But out of nowhere, the military appeared, and staff began ushering everyone off to the side. It appears that the flag lowering ceremony at the Acropolis occurs every evening at sunset. And it's a tradition carried out by the Evzones, the elite ceremonial unit of the Greek Presidential Guard. This ritual symbolizes national pride and honors Greece's cultural heritage. To end the day on a high note, we found a restaurant by the name of Yasemi, a rooftop gem in the Plaka district. This area has such a cool vibe, with table setups on the stairs and cushions for extra comfort. We shared some local dishes, soaked in the ambiance, and reflected on an incredible day of discoveries. Heading back to the rental, we opted for the Metro again. Which is when we discovered that navigating the Athens Metro isn't as straightforward as the one in Montreal. For your information, in Athens, multiple metro routes can share the same track or line as part of their journey, which can sometimes cause confusion for travelers. And yeah, we were confused. Keep an eye out for the metro lines that converge or intersect, such as the one at Monastery. Here's a tip of what you should be on the lookout for. Each train displays its final destination on signs at the front or sides of the train. And listen to the announcements, which are usually made in both Greek and English, specifying the train's direction and next stop. We were partially lucky, because I had doubts when we got into the metro, which meant that we were able to quick course correct, getting off at the very next station and then heading back to our intended destination. It felt like a mini adventure in itself, especially at 11 o'clock at night. Back at the rental, I was ready for a hot shower. After pressing the button on the breaker, and 30 minutes later, Ellie took her shower.
We arrived, this was at roughly 50 instead of pointing at 30. And this light was off, that light was off, and I think this was down. And from the instructions, they were telling us we open this, we need to press the start stop button on the electrical panel, which is this. So start stop is right here. So we pressed it and it did the big boom. And then it started flashing, and we waited 30 minutes and 40 minutes, and then we thought maybe it was 50 minutes. And so we kept waiting, and it never beeped. At some point, I just got tired, fed up, and I just brought it down to 30. And then it started beeping. Then I was like, oh, so the hot water arrived. Then we turned on the hot water, it was still cold. Then we did it again, waited another 30 minutes. Then we finally spoke with the property manager. And after some time of explaining it to them, they said, oh, send me a picture of the panel. And so they said, well, this was actually supposed to be turned on, that the lights were supposed to be on. And then we had to wait another 30 minutes to take shower because the water still wasn't hot. Now, the kicker is, the first time you had a hot shower, the first time I had a cold shower because I was fed up and I just took a shower anyways. And then Ellie waited for another 30 minutes. The following night, yesterday, Ellie did that. She decided to go take a shower first, left it on for me. In case we didn't know, we shut it off. The hot water turns off. I went in there, and as soon as I went there, the water was cold. And it just became cold. So I think Ellie took a shower until she felt the water was cold. And then she left.
No.
But I took, again, the second night, a cold shower. So I don't understand how you can have two people here and there's not enough hot water for two people. Doesn't make sense. So anyway.
Needless to say, we didn't particularly enjoy our rental in Athens, which is why we're not mentioning the name nor recommending it. Based on our experience and additional research, Ellie and I have since found great accommodations for our friend Andrea, and we've written an entire blog on places to stay in Athens. Of course, none of them run on the old hot water breaker system. Day 2 in Athens was a mix of history, stunning views, and a few hiccups. From the Areopagus Hill to the Acropolis, this city continues to amaze us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel inspiration. Our final day in Athens started with a slower morning. Soaking in the calm vibe of this charming neighborhood, we explored some local spots a short 5 minutes walk away. Like the Bread Factory and the Sempre Café. Treating ourselves to great coffee and delicious baked goods. This area might not be as famous as Kolonaki or Plaka, but it's a beautiful gem for those who enjoy a quieter corner of the city. After packing up, we went back to the hotel and asked for our car. We had a great chat with the parking staff. They shared some great travel tips and told us about a nearby monastery. And before leaving, as a sweet gesture, they gave me an Odyssey red beer. Perfect for a beer enthusiast like me. It was a thoughtful send-off and a reminder of the warm hospitality we've experienced throughout Greece. Before leaving the city, we made use of the travel tip and made a quick detour to the monastery. A peaceful escape just a short drive from the city center. It's hard to find nature in Athens, which is one reason why we really appreciated this escape, located a short drive from the center. Nestled on the slopes of Mount Hymettus, this Byzantine monastery dates back to the 11th century and was built on the site of an ancient pagan temple. The natural spring here was once considered sacred, and the monastery became a center for spiritual retreat and education. The grounds are incredibly tranquil, with stone-paved paths, lush greenery, and even some friendly turtles wandering about. If you're looking for a great break from the hustle of Athens, this spot is a must visit. It also reminded us of Montreal's St. Joseph Oratory, a serene sanctuary near a bustling city. For our next stop, we decided to pay a visit at the Beans and Hops Brewery, a fantastic spot for beer lovers like me. Greece's craft beer scene has been growing rapidly over the past decade, with local brewers experimenting with unique flavors and traditional techniques. From IPAs to stouts, you'll find a variety of styles to suit every palate. The staff at Beans and Hops were incredibly welcoming, and the beers didn't disappoint. We enjoyed a few on the patio and even grabbed some to go for later. If you're a fan of microbreweries, Greece has a lot to offer, so make sure to explore the local beer scene while you're here. From Athens, we made our way to Rafina, a coastal town close to the airport. Staying here was a strategic choice, avoiding early morning traffic in Athens and giving us a chance to relax by the sea before our flight back to Montreal. Our rental was simple but perfectly located near the beach. For dinner, we found a place called Luma Restaurant Bar, a beautiful spot with a patio near the water. We savored delicious local dishes and soaked in the last moments of our Greek adventure. Back at the rental, we spent the evening balancing luggage weight because, let's face it, souvenirs added up. After some trial and error, everything was finally in check for our morning flight. As our trip came to an end, we reflected on the amazing memories we made in Athens and beyond. From historic landmarks to hidden gems, this city truly has something for everyone. As our Greece adventure came to an end, we found ourselves reflecting on the incredible memories we created. Memories shaped with all the destinations we discovered. But also by the beautiful gems and amazing people who made this journey so special. From warm conversations to kind gestures, we are deeply grateful to everyone who helped make this trip unforgettable. Hey everyone, welcome back! Well, that wraps up our Athens vlog and our Greece discoveries. Thanks for joining us on these incredible adventures. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to share even more discoveries with you. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more adventures with discovering destinations. Until next time, Greece, yassas! Safe travel, everyone, and we'll see you in the next vlog. Sure, that's a wrap for Greece, but we've got plenty more. Bye for now.